Hey family, and welcome back to Her Reality Check. I am your host, Madison Johnson, and you already know the tea. This podcast is all about love. The good, the bad, and the delusional. And yes, I've been that girl, but I no longer am, okay? And I stand on this. God did not create us to settle, so grab your wine, get comfy, and let's dive into today's reality check. The title of this episode is The Next Chapter, Building Forever. In this episode of Her Reality Check, I'm joined by my friend and fellow Grambling State University alum, Brenton, and his now-fiancée, Ashanti. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
And today we're diving into their love story and discussing what it means to build a healthy, Christ-centered relationship. We'll talk about highs and lows they faced together, how their faith has shaped their journey, and what they're most excited for as they step into this next chapter of their lives. So, before we get into the tea, let me introduce them a little bit more. So our first guest, Brenton Tatum, also AKA is A.O. Black.
A.O. Black.
I know that's right. Okay. From Dallas, Texas. He graduated from Grambling State University and was a member of the world-famed Tiger Marching Band. He's currently a teacher and a percussion instructor and the host of Black Talk podcast. He's also a musician and a songwriter. And then his beautiful fiance, Miss Ashanti Hoffman. She is a dental assistant, soon to be hygienist, and she sells and customizes hair extensions of all kinds, including wigs, clip-ins, bundles, and more. Girl, I'm gonna have to get with you on that one. So that is so exciting. And then, of course, we have to do the wine of the day. You know, it's Stella Rosa. This is the Moscato one. I think I had this one last time I think I had a different one last time. But this one is like my favorite right now. So I'm really hooked on this one. You like it too?
Yeah, girl, I like
it. I'm out of order.
Come on, man.
My bad, I'm out of order. Ain't got no wine.
We gotta watch you try it.
Oh.
So you can see if you like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
It ain't no crown, but I like it.
Oh,
all right.
But thank y'all so much for being here today. This is so exciting. I'm so
Thanks for
happy
having
for
me.
y'all.
I love the intro.
Thank you, girl.
I was just
I was like,
I'm
okay.
on Channel 4 News or something.
Yes, I like it.
Thank you. Yeah, so like when I first went on his podcast, I was like, you have a girlfriend? He was like, yeah. I was like, are you going to get engaged soon? He was like, yeah, it's coming. Be waiting. I was like, okay. So when I saw that on his story, I texted my friend, Tori, I texted him so fast. I was like, look at this. Like, it happened. So I was so excited for y'all. So really, congratulations.
Thank you.
I kind of just want to jump into the questions. I want to hear more about y'all.
Okay.
So tell me, how did y'all meet?
So he was my I'm a dental assistant.
Okay.
He was my patient.
Okay.
So go ahead.
All right, yeah, so I went to the dentist at, I ain't gonna say the people what dentist we was at.
Yeah.
But I was
getting paid.
Right. So I went to the dentist and she had neon green hair and a mask on. Mm-hmm. And it was another lady that was there. I was like, man, she was the older lady. I said, man, I hope I don't get the old lady. And luckily, she came out there and called my name, got me. And then we went to the back. She said, my name is Ashanti. I said, nice to meet you. I said, hey, my sister's name is Ashanti. And she looked at me, she's like, okay. When she said that,
I was ready to go.
when she said that, I said, all right. I said, I mean, conversation's gonna be short today. I said, ain't no need to tell no jokes, nothing. Just say, get my teeth clean, go on where I'm going. So she said, we kept talking just a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then she asked me, she's like, well, you have any problems with your mouth? Now, I just got my wisdom teeth pulled earlier that year. Mm-hmm. So my tongue was still kind of numb, at least one part of it.
Okay.
So I could feel on my left side, but not really on my right side.
Okay.
So she like, that's weird. Why?
That is different.
Yeah, she like, that's weird. Why is it like that? I said, I don't know. I kept going back. They're like, well, it's just the nerves from when we took your teeth out trying to come back. I was like, I don't understand how my tongue had anything to do with y'all taking teeth out.
Right.
So she put some gloves on and she put her finger in my mouth. I looked at dead in the eyes.
I was getting paid to do it. I didn't do it for free.
Hush. I said, look at lady, I don't know who you are yet, but I think you the one. I said, 'cause I don't never let nobody put their finger in my mouth. But I said something about you.
Yes, you did. You ain't resist.
I said, first off, you surprised me when you did it.
Wow, you in the office.
I turned my head and I turned back. You had your finger already going towards my mouth.
I was getting paid. I mean, I had to.
So how did you feel when that situation happened?
When she put her finger in my mouth?
Yeah, when she put her finger in your mouth.
I said, oh yeah. I said, I might be in love already.
You know what?
I said, I think I got the one already.
Whatever.
But no, I really didn't feel nothing right there because I didn't first off, I didn't think, anything about it really. Mm-hmm. But when I was getting ready to leave, she was holding me in the back instead of walking right up to the front. But I just kept hearing my best friend voice in my head like, hey, man, you miss 99% of the shots you don't shoot. So I was like, nah. And she said, I looked like I wanted to say something. So I was like, I said, hey, you got like an Instagram or something like that. Like, duh, of course, she got Instagram.
Say how you said. You talking about, so Ashanti, you got an Instagram?
All right.
We don't have any doors. Like, I'm at work.
All right. First off, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how it sounded actually. So you might be right.
It was loud.
Who knows? You might be right. I don't know.
Did other people hear?
No, but it's just a simple fact. So Ashanti, you got an Instagram? Whoa, now. Like, whoa. I mean, yeah, I do.
I'm smooth. But
Did you give it to him?
Yeah, she gave it to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
She slid me a piece of paper. She slid me a piece of paper like, huh? So when she did that, I immediately, because I don't know what her face look like. I just know what her eyes and her hair look like.
Just
Okay.
like right there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow. Oh my
So
God.
she had a mask on. So I don't had plenty during COVID. I had plenty of experience where that mask come off, and that's a whole nother nigga underneath that mask. I was working at Amazon, and there was a girl, but I said, hey man, you kind of cute, man. I think you kind of cute. She said, yeah.
Took that mask off.
She had a mask. We went to the break room. She took her mask off. That girl had a mustache. I said, oh, hell no.
Oh, my goodness.
I said, this nigga done tricked me. I said,
That's the thing, mask fishing. That was happening a lot during COVID. That's scary.
Yeah, I stayed away from that section. I wouldn't move my department. They said, why you ain't over there loading boxes up? I said, I ain't loading no boxes up. I'm finna wrap these boxes and go home. I did that for like the next 2 months. I said, I ain't doing that. I said, that was wild. But anyway, so I go get in the car and I look at her Instagram. I immediately send her friend request. I gotta see what she look like.
Right.
Now,
you had a private account?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I think I did, but I knew that I just gave him my Instagram.
You did.
Right.
Yeah, I knew I just gave him my Instagram, so I probably took it off.
Oh,
immediately or something like that.
So she did tell me, she like, nah, I want to let you know I'm young and trained. I said,
I know that's right.
let me get a disclaimer, and I know you got more questions for us, but I had just came from a boat party, and so my best friend, shout out to my best friend Michael, she actually talked me into posting this boat pic, and of course I didn't know I was gonna meet him, so I was like, I'm young and turned,
right?
So let's just leave it there. Look at my other pictures. They don't. This just the little one that just stick out a little bit. So,
oh, that's cute.
and she did that. I looked at her. I said, yeah, she ain't ugly underneath that mask. So I said, I felt lucky. I felt good. I said, oh yeah, we in there. Now it took me a little minute to ask for her number because I was just trying to be a gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was asking how her day at work was, and she like, take my number. It's taking too long.
I didn't want to keep talking about work.
Hey, all I knew was to ask you about that. I ain't know nothing else to ask.
So what was your first impression of him?
I was a handsome young man.
I honestly wasn't even paying attention to what he looked like. Like, you at work, you're ready to go. He was my last patient. So me and my other coworker was just like, who's going to get the next patient? Who's going to get the next patient? And so I'm just like, I don't really want to get the next patient. But
that was God though. Like, oh my God.
She kept saying it. And that's literally what we were talking about. I was like, I felt like my manager, because we wear ears. So she was mind you, I couldn't stand my manager. But she was like, get the next patient. And so I was just like, okay. So I'm like, let me get the next patient. So I really wasn't paying attention to what he looked like until the end. Until we got done cleaning his mouth. Yeah. And then I looked on his Instagram a little bit, but I could tell they were a little old, but he was still, he was very handsome. Just I could not, he was old, but the pictures were a little, older. So, but I was just like, oh, okay.
Nah, I just posted the Miami pictures.
Well, okay, well, yeah. Well, those weren't the ones that I was really looking at. I was looking at old pictures. I was going all the way down, all the way down. So, yeah, but I was just like, he my type.
Okay,
nice chocolate man.
So how did everything start sparking? Like, did you DM her? Did you text her? Like, how did it go?
I DM'd her first.
Okay.
I said, thank you for making my teeth sexy again.
Oh.
That's not promo. No, that's not promo.
Nah.
No, that's not.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. So after that, we kind of just said stuff back and forth. And after I got a number, I said, man, I got to hear my ex get on a date because Yeah, I was like, I said, she ain't gonna wait forever. And me with this little baby conversation ain't gonna hold her.
And I'm not a texter. I like to be on the phone, but I think it was just simple fact we didn't know each other,
Right.
so I wasn't really intrigued with the texting conversations.
And I didn't know what to say.
And I don't think he knew what to say. But by our first date, girl, I went back, told my mom, I said, "This is my man."
Our first date, we went to Chili's.
Cheddar's.
Cheddar's. I know start with a C. We got there like at 1:30, but we didn't leave until like 6.
And
Just
it didn't
talking.
feel like that
didn't feel
at
like that
all.
at all.
I
That's
promise you, it didn't feel like that at all. We were having full blown conversation.
I thought it was at least like maybe 3-4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because the waitress, she never said anything. She just kept bringing us more refills of our drinks and stuff like that. She never asked. Like I asked, I said, "Hey, why you ain't say nothing? No, it's 6 o'clock."
I think she figured that it was probably our first date.
But then she like, "It's slow." She's like, "I ain't tripping. Y'all go ahead."
That's how you know you're having a good time. When time just passes by, you don't even realize.
And we were having full blown. It was like never a dull conversation. We were having full blown conversations. Like.
So when did you know, like, for sure, like, okay, this is going to be the person I'm going to be with forever?
After the first date?
Yeah, really, the first date. Like, I was like, there's no way this could end up like any other way. Like, yes.
Even though I was kind of skeptical a little bit, but just
you can say why.
Because we're an age gap couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
it's really not a big age gap.
It's not. But
you want to tell them what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm 23.
And I'm 30.
And he's 30. So really, I honestly feel like it's not a big age gap, but I understand people that don't know me, I know it's so cliche to say, "Oh, you different. You're not like, I'm not like them." I understand. But one thing about me, I'm not going to tell you. It's either I'm not going to tell you that you're just going to experience me on your own, and that's just what it is. It's either you with it or you not. Good. And I've never been the one to lie about my age, so I think it's more so I'm not what people do my age, what society makes to a younger 23-year-old. I don't have to go too deep into that.
Way more mature than
like I don't, and I'm an only child. I've only been around my mom and older crowd, so this is nothing to me. It's just this is how I am. So
that's so good.
I know people be like, "Well, he 30. I know he couldn't find nobody his age or older, so he had to go get him a baby." Like that, it wasn't intentional.
People said that.
I know, but I ain't nobody.
No one has said it, but it's like
that's been in the back of people's minds.
Yeah, but it's just like I would rather. That's why sometimes, like even meeting new people, I kind of don't like telling them our age. Well, of course they're gonna know how old, but my age right off. Have a conversation with me.
Everybody assumes that she's older.
Yeah. Just have a conversation with me because I feel like that eliminates you already having assuming
a preconceived notion
about how I am. It's like get to know me first. Actually,
I always said when I first met her, I said, "Man, it's gonna be kind of tricky." I don't know. I heard about them young girls because
and then I told them I was young and turned. Like,
but
that was for a different reason.
Then I found out her age. I'm like, "Oh yeah, the young girl, boy." I said it's gonna be a little different. But after that first date, I said she's a lot different than what I thought she would be.
Yeah, you do seem old. You seem at least like 27, 26, 27.
And I've gotten that. And to be honest, on our first date, I had to be very which I don't dress risque anyway, really. Like I don't. But I honestly feel like I had to. Mind you, he didn't know what I looked like at the appointment, so I'm like, well, I'm not gonna wear any makeup because he doesn't really know what I look like. Actually, I'm not gonna wear any makeup. I'm gonna make sure that my outfit, I had jeans, I was fully covered, a little t-shirt, a little graphic tee, real cute. But yeah, I mean, I didn't want to present myself,
But yeah, that is so good. I love this for y'all.
Yeah. I know people like, well, he could have found somebody older. I tried somebody. I did somebody. Well, I ain't gonna say Dave. We was talking. She like 36, 37. I'm 20, 27.
Okay, that's 26, 27. Age gap too.
Yeah. I might have dated, and I talked to people that was like a few years younger than me, and I talked to people that was my age, and none of that worked. It just so happened that, the one that was way younger than me, did stuff that the people that was my age or younger or around my age didn't do.
Yeah.
So and me, I always had an open door policy. So if you felt the need to leave and come back, you were more than welcome you back with open arms. But when you sit there and start causing me to feel uncomfortable, start making disrespecting me in ways that I didn't see as disrespect at that moment. But with her, I'm saying she made me understand that how it feel to be wanted by somebody and how it feel to be used by somebody. I ain't never felt used by her. I always felt wanted.
So good. So how long did y'all date before you got engaged?
a year and a half.
Yeah.
Really? That's not a long time.
Yeah, a year.
They're longer though.
It
Really?
did. It did.
But they say like when you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So go ahead.
I'm sorry. Even like a couple months of us like just dating, it still felt longer. It was just like we found out we had a lot in common. Like we're continuing to have conversation, continuing to spark up conversations, probably having deep. And then I am an overthinker, but I'm a deep thinker too. Like I want to know. I'm curious, so I'm asking questions that he really gotta think about.
Right.
So we have conversations after conversation.
Oh, that is so
Yes.
good.
Even to today.
So how do y'all handle like challenges, like problems? Do y'all ever argue? Like
We don't call them arguments. We have disagreements.
Oh,
We're not
that's
perfect.
good.
We're not
Okay.
perfect. We do have disagreements. We do talk about it. We do talk about it. There's, of course, also been time because we want to make sure that we have God at the focal point of our relationship. Every night that we pray together, we include that in our prayer as well.
That's so
Because
good.
child, the enemy will try to get you.
Still kill and destroy.
And you will not. You will
Amen.
not. So, we communicate about it if we need some time or whatever. But at the end of the day, we're not going to just hold on to that. Like,
That's
we're going to pray about
good.
it.
That's so
Communicate.
good. I love that. So, like, what advice would you give other young couples?
You gotta have an open line of communication. That's first, and then you gotta have that understanding in that too. That's the main thing too. And then you gotta be willing to listen to understand, now listen to respond. And it goes for if you have a problem going on, or if you don't have a problem going on. A lot of times, as men, the first thing we want to do is try to figure out a solution to whatever the problem is. And sometimes it's not really a solution to the problem. It's just more so they just want to get something off their chest. You know what I'm saying? So, she don't know how to do this, but sometimes I feel like she just want to get something off her chest. I'm playing the game on the phone, too, while I'm listening to her talk. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm on there playing my gambling game.
You have see, and I told you had a gambling problem. I didn't know that.
It's not
Which
real.
I figured it, but I mean,
I know the difference of when you're talking to me about something that you're really passionate about and you just need to get off your chest versus you wanting to have a real conversation. I need a response from this.
yeah.
Now sometimes I might get it wrong, you know what I'm saying, but I still for the most part I know the difference between the two.
Yeah.
But what I do is I try to listen to understand what the issue is.
Yeah.
Now, when we first started dating, I didn't always get that. You know what I'm saying? If it was something that she felt was invalidating her feelings, which I wasn't intentionally trying to do. No. It's just I wanted you to hear my point of view too. And I think that was the main problem too, that I wasn't listening to hear her point of view of it. I was just like, hey, I feel attacked because you saying this to me like this, and that. And it wasn't like that.
And my intentions are never to attack him, because one thing that I do make it known in our relationship is that you have emotions too. You have feelings too. I understand. So I never want to invalidate his feelings either, ever, actually. But back to your question when you said,
I didn't answer the question.
Huh?
I didn't answer the question.
No, you did. I mean, I didn't know if you were done or
go
yeah, I
ahead.
just did. Were you done? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. What was your question again?
How do we deal with conflict?
Yeah.
Come on now. This ain't my show. Somebody got to pay attention.
Okay, no. Okay, so no. So like he said, I would say listen to understand and come, some type of solution, problem solve, rather than, okay, well now I'm about to respond. Like, because I think one thing in our relationship in the beginning, like he was saying, like when we would have disagreements, I would just more so feel like, I'm not gonna give our business, but we would just we just have to work through communication.
Yeah.
I was practicing this in the car on the way to work this morning, but I forgot the answer I was gonna say. I said communication and understanding, but it was one more I was gonna say that I can't remember. I should have wrote it down.
Should have wrote it down. It's okay.
But I was driving, so you know what I'm saying.
It's okay.
I promise I practiced all the way from the house all the way to school. I forgot.
I just love how y'all look at each other. It is so sweet.
Girl, this is my man.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
But that is so good though. And like that takes a lot to admit, because a lot of people don't like to say that they do go immediately into defense mode, you know, instead of just hearing the other person.
And I understand that because you're literally hearing somebody tell you about yourself.
Yeah.
So
That's
I understand that, and
Yeah.
I understand that.
That is so good.
A lot of men, they feel more attacked when it's when it's on them, because it's like, oh, well, I'm not always the issue. And it's not, I mean, sometimes now for some people it might be that way for them. You know, so they actually might, be the issue, or they woman might actually be always putting the blame, deflecting the issue onto them when it's not really them. You know what I'm saying? But it depends on what kind of woman you got, what kind of man you got.
And that's why earlier, I don't know if you remember earlier, I was saying we were talking about something earlier. I was basically saying, like, when it's something that say if he just needs to work on something, I try not to put the blame solely on him. So I'd be like, okay, well, we'll fix this. Because I remember one time we were, talking about something probably at odds with something, and I had said we, but he was like, well, it's not we. I mean, it's me. I'm like, but you're not the only one in this relationship. So I might not be struggling with that right now, but who's to say where I'm not going to be struggling with it 10 years from now or so?
What are you talking about?
I'm saying, like, if it's something that you
you said a specific time. What was the specific time you talking about?
I'm not going. We don't put our business out there like
that's
that,
right.
babe.
Can I tell the one from last night?
Oh my gosh! Go ahead. No, because that's not bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We drive
You
and
just
get stuff. She come to the house and get me. She's like, "We'll go get something to eat." I said, "All right, cool." So she drive on the way. I'm trying to tell her to get back to the house. Now, sometimes she don't like to listen. She has a problem with authority from men sometimes. She has a problem with authority sometimes. So I'm telling her how to get there. I say, hey, up here, make a right. But I can't fully get it out because she driving so fast.
I'm putting the pedal to the metal.
I said, hey, your turn. I said, well, that was your turn. I said, just keep on going straight. Just keep on going. And she looked at me, why you got to speed up fast? I said, hell, you driving so fast, I couldn't get it out in time.
Well,
so then I said, well, keep going straight. She was acting like she was in turn. I said, you finna pull over in a minute.
Look, you ain't gotta threaten me with a time. I give you 30 seconds.
Man, she hit the right turn, pull up in the doggone parking lot, and she started getting out the car. I said, where you going? Talking about you drive. You talking about you want to drive? I said, you BS in the night, bro. I ain't never said that to you before. I said, you BS
He ain't never said it before. I didn't take it to offense because
I said, I said it in the play. I mentioned I said it in the play for once.
Yeah.
But I said, she BS at night. I'm hungry. And she playing.
Because he told me, you finna pull over in a minute. Oh, babes, I will give you 15 seconds. You ain't got to threaten me. What a good time. I didn't want to drive anyway. I like you drive.
Yeah, why you off? I could have drove the whole...
I was being nice.
Oh.
Because I love you.
Aw.
Handsome.
So y'all switched?
Yeah.
Did. Look, I wasn't going to give him 60 seconds. I got 15.
That part of the story wasn't no joke. That really happened.
It did. And I'm sitting there crossing my legs with my little slushie in my hand like,
Passenger princess.
hello, thank you. In my car.
In her car.
So when did y'all start really building like trust with each other? When were you like, I could really like confide in this person? Like, do y'all consider each other to be like best friends?
Yes, actually, I feel like we are really great friends. Honestly, that was in the beginning of the relationship.
I was like, yeah.
That was in the beginning of the relationship because we had some conversations. Probably like the third date.
Yeah. Went to Penn Stakes. That's the Penn Stakes was the third date.
Yes.
Yeah, Penn Stakes was the date that that really kind of solidified a lot of things too. Shout out to that bartender too at Penn Stakes.
Girl, no, for real.
We went and got like 2 or 3 shots from there, but every time that we would go get a shot, she'll get the shots bigger and bigger.
I think she realized we was on a date. We was having such a good time. Like she was like, well, go ahead.
She was helping y'all out.
Yeah, she was helping us out.
You know they got the little spout in the thing. She took that out and just started freehanding.
Well, yeah, she did. But it broke
fell
off
out,
the first
but,
time.
But she didn't put it back in either.
No, she didn't. But
She gonna look at talking. You say that's your man? I said, hey,
hello, it is.
And
I do not play.
Normally, you put like she pouring us a shot like she hit the house, like we at her house. So shout out, she hit that part helped too.
So y'all having a good time.
Great time. We went to Whataburger afterwards.
Oh,
we
that's
just
the
was
best.
talking.
Aww.
What's the question again? Oh, the
building
trust thing. My bad.
Trust, yeah.
My bad. What's my answer? Oh, yeah. Now, anytime with me, I trust everybody until you give me a reason not to trust you.
Oh, that's good.
So I didn't have a reason not to trust. I still don't have a reason not to trust her. Yeah.
Good. How quickly did y'all meet each other's families?
I think I met your family before you met mine.
Yeah.
My family knows it, so I try to keep everything secret as long as possible. Because with them, my mom and my sister, that's the one you gotta impress the most. Now my sister might see. My mom probably ain't gonna see this, but my sister, on the other hand, she might see this. And I can't lie, them some tough women. So, and they carry a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just been us three and my brother for a long time. So, their opinion of somebody is it means a lot to me.
Right. So
I try to bring up somebody around them that really is somebody worth them meeting. Because she's only the second girl that my people have ever met.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Now, it was another girl in high school that forcefully met my mama's sister. She would walk me, like, she made me feel like I was the girl. She walked me to the car at the band practice. I said, I don't need your help. I said, go on over there, man. She's like, hey, how you doing? My mama's sister looking like, my sister got her head out the window, looking the girl up and down. I said, hey, man, chill. Let's drive off. So who is that? Nobody. That's nobody important. Nobody important. But I think
it was after September, most definitely. I think we were boyfriend and girlfriend by the end. I honestly don't remember.
I can't remember when she. I know I made. Well, really, all your people showed up at one time.
Yeah, he was supposed to just be me and my mom, but everybody showed up at the house just coincidentally. So he met my aunt, my uncle, my grandma. Like they all came over. So,
but I love them.
Yeah, everybody loves him.
I'm a crowd favorite over there.
Yeah, look, they do not play about
She
Brent.
get to being mean to me. People like, quit being mean to him.
No, for real. Like, Ashanti, stop doing it. Like,
I said, yeah, get her. Get her. Don't let her talk to me like that.
Whatever. I don't talk to him crazy though.
So, what's y'all's favorite thing about each other?
I love that he is very only one.
No, as many things you want.
I love that he is very gentle with me. He's very patient because I know women in general, we can be emotional sensitive, but like I love how patient he is with me. How he just lets me be me. Like he doesn't make me feel like I'm doing a lot. He just like, you know, I for the most part, I just like that he's very gentle and patient with me. That's what really sticks out. He hears me. I like that.
I love that. Take your time.
Take your time.
I like the fact that she respects me. I think I said that to my man Big Robert now. That be a lot of the problems with a lot of young relationships. They get in a relationship with a woman and they partner don't respect them. And I think that a man will want that more than they want your love. They want you to respect them more. They want you to, you know what I'm saying, make it feel like they actually being heard in this relationship, their voices being heard, that they actually being considered and thought of throughout this relationship. So I say that's probably the biggest thing, that she respects me. And then two, she speaks a lot of life into me. She believe, you know, for somebody to believe in me more than I believe in myself is real hard. Cause I don't think nobody believe in me more than I believe in me. I'm my own team. I'm my own cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? Well, in Grambling, when the football team scored, they start playing the fight song. I'm my own director. I play on my own instrument. You can't hype me up more than I can do it, but she finds a way to do it.
I got my pom-poms.
She's my biggest cheerleader, so them two things probably the biggest thing that stand out to me the most.
That's so good. And you don't mind letting him just lead?
Some days.
Hey, look, because I knew he was gonna say that. No, I don't mind. I think just in general, I was gonna put this down, but I think in general, just how I was, raised, single parent. I didn't have, at least in the house, didn't have a male figure, really growing up. In the house. So I have my uncles though, but it's not. I don't give him pushback though.
I was being facetious when I was saying. See how I use a big word right there, facetious.
Good job. I'm so proud of you.
Y'all better leave me alone.
I'm so proud of you. But yeah, I do, listen to him, respect him, and not just because I feel like, oh, let me do this because I want to prove that I'm not like the rest. It's just just something. It's just natural. Yeah. Like I'm not a disrespectful person in general. So. Yeah. But yes, I don't have a problem with that.
Oh, that is so good. Okay, so 3 words to describe each other.
You want to go first or you want to go first?
You got your 3 words already?
Yeah, I at least got 2. I'm going to say ambitious. I'm going to say that he is very outspoken. And I'm going to say that he is very optimistic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Motivational. I'm gonna say determined. I'm gonna say classy.
So
you
sweet.
use determination. Determined. What's what I said?
Determined?
Yeah, determined.
No, I didn't. I said optimistic, and I said what else I say? Ambitious. Well, ambitious.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't want to say the same word. That's why
That's
I asked.
okay.
I was listening. Like, just,
That's okay.
I was listening.
I know you was listening. Is that mine? No, that's mine. Okay. My bad.
So when she became your girlfriend, did you ask her, or like did it just happen? How did that go?
So she had got a hotel for her birthday, and I got a gift for some flowers and some. My cousin does chocolate covered strawberries. I'm gonna look at my phone and get the name for you. I'm my bad, Nakia.
Please do. He live out here?
She
live out here? Oh, I'm gonna have to place an order. That's
yeah, I'm
They're
gonna get you.
so good.
Yeah.
really. Oh,
She does a good job. She really does a good job with that. She decorate them any kind of way you want to. Spell words on there. For our anniversary, she put happy anniversary on there. She had a whole nother idea, but something happened with it, so she put the little gold thing on there. They were really nice. So I got them chocolate covered strawberries. And I got some shoes, and
They were pink.
is that your favorite color?
Well, now actually it's purple, but
Oh, okay.
I've really grown to like pink. Like I'm very girly, so I like pink and purple. Yeah.
she I made it seem like real dramatic. I said, "Come sit down real quick. I got something to ask you." And I said something. Then I asked her, I said, "Would you be my girlfriend?" She said, "Yeah." So then she got on the phone with me. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a girlfriend, yeah."
I told my mom. I was like, "Mom, I'm a girlfriend."
That's it. So yeah, that's how it is.
So how did you propose?
That's another. All right. So I knew in December that I was gonna propose in February.
Okay.
God told me in December to do that.
You said God told you? How did he tell you?
I was on my way to work praying like I always do every morning. And I said, if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, if this is what I'm supposed to be with, then give me a sign, let me know something. Immediately, he like, all right, second week in February, I want you to do it. I said, I don't know what the second week in February is. I know when Valentine's Day is when it's come around, but I don't know when the exact date. So I went to work and I had these little calendar books. I looked and seen it was the 11th. So all right, cool, gotcha. Wednesday's the 11th. So shout out to my boy Trey. He has a band that plays at Smoke Chemistry in Arlington. And so I said, hey man, you think your band can learn these 2 songs real quick? I'ma sing them. I said, all right. He said, yeah, I got you. So he get the songs together, and I'm like, hey man, so we're gonna have a rehearsal for it, cause I'm not a singer for real.
I was gonna say, did you sing to her?
I did,
Yeah,
but that's a whole that's a whole other story right there. Well, so I say, hey, I didn't know, cause I'm not a singer for real. So I'm not one of the musicians that like getting up and doing spontaneous. Excuse me, this one I'm burping.
Because
blame it on the
carbonated.
wine.
Yeah, I say, I'm not a musician that's they can get up on stage and just always do it off the wing, like that. I prefer not to all the time, especially with with something like that. Like I ain't practice with y'all. I don't sing for real, and I'm nervous. There's a lot of things going on. So her mom, her best friend, my best friend Trey, and like a few other people, like the only ones that knew what was going on. Her family that came didn't know. My cousin Nakia, again, I had to tell her what was going on to get her there. I had to make up some type of lie to get my mama there. I had to tell my brother what was going on to get him there. So I'm like, oh man, that's all right. So they come up on stage, and first off, I had to kind of make up a lie because she was getting suspicious of what was going on.
Mind you, I'm just thinking, y'all, I love my man so much. I'm just thinking we're there to support him. I keep telling people like, this isn't for me. Like y'all are here to support my man. Like, just
Cause I had a mama send out a message to her family like, hey, y'all come see Brent. He playing the drums and singing at Smoke Chemistry, and he wants to just come support him. I said, all right, cool. I said, good. Now I didn't know she was gonna tell as many family members as she did. Half the place was her family. So I'm like, God,
I didn't actually. I think that was my mama.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your mama, I'm like, God, dog, I ain't never gonna be that many people. So I'm more nervous now. So I'm in there looking. I'm like, man, I say if I'm thinking. before I go up on stage, I'm trying to think of the words to the song. I sung Love by Music Soul Child. I sung this song in Grambling once before, and I did a pretty good job at it.
Okay.
So I said, I chose something that's easy. I should know the words to. Should nothing go wrong. I go up on stage. I hear the music start playing. And as soon as I get ready to start singing, I said, love. And the next thing you know, my mind said, hey, hold that note. I'll be right back. And leaves. Never comes back. I said, oh, Lord, I'm up here freestyling. I ain't got a clue where I'm at. I knew I was off when I started the rhythm I was on. I'm all off the rhythm.
So you were singing it and then you forgot the next word?
I forgot
I ran up there, mind you, because I still don't know what's going on. I went up there, I pulled up the lyrics on my phone. So I'm like, yeah, here, baby. I got you right here. He talking about, so I was like, all right, he don't need my help. Look, I'm just going.
My memory didn't come back into the second verse. The second verse was the only verse I sung right. But by this time, I'm so far into the song, I can't start over. I said, in my mind, did I look panic in my face?
I was just enjoying the moment. I was happy to be there. So I don't know.
So they let me know I wasn't looking as panicked as I was.
No, I don't think so.
And on SpongeBob when he erase everything in his mind.
Yeah.
That's how my mind going right now. I said, Lord, I don't have no plan B. No one got a plan B if stuff going wrong. I have no exit plan on this.
Were you just so nervous?
Yes.
Mind you, I'm up there like,
She's
I'm just happy to be there.
Rocking and smiling.
Just supportive.
I'm just supporting. I'm like, yeah, he got
My cousin, she told me last week, she said, yeah, boy, you better stick playing the drum because that singing ain't for you. I said, man, I do good singing. It was just so much going on. Mm-hmm. So
my aunt was like, did you know he was saying? I was like, I mean, no, maybe they doing karaoke tonight. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
It was all kind of bad. That's the only thing I wish I can go back and change. But I said, when I got to the second song, I tried to sing another song. I said, I ain't finna take this one up like this one. I said, I just stopped talking. I said, y'all hold on for a second. I went and grabbed some flowers. I got the ring from Trey. I said, I just gave, just start talking, saying how much she meant to me, because I said, it's Valentine's Day weekend, saying I was trying to make it every day feel like Valentine's Day. I try to make every moment feel like, it's something special. I said a bunch of stuff about how I felt about her, how the relationship got started, just kind of made it real intense, but, built it up. Mm-hmm. And at the end, I said, hey, she mad. I know she gonna be mad at me out because I ain't asked her to be my Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day Saturday, and here it is Wednesday. I still ain't asked her. I said, well, let me ask you this. Would you rather me ask you to be my Valentine's or ask you to be my wife? And she's like, huh? So I said it again. She said, be my wife. I said, I bet. And I got down one in.
I said, I want to be your wife.
So you were surprised?
I was. I'm just thinking we just sitting here supporting him. And girl, I was like, Chad, I'm getting married.
Oh, that is so cute.
That singing part, the only part. Now, in hindsight, now I should have just let the girl that was singing, let her sing the song, and then I come up. I play the drum. Should have just played the drums.
I liked it the way you did it. Though. You know how people say, like in church sometimes, like, or just in general, like, oh, they singing for the Lord, they ain't singing for us, so it don't matter. That's probably how I felt. I was like, he's singing to me, he ain't singing to y'all, so I don't care.
Black people encourage you to do up there making a fool out of yourself. Black people encourage you to just keep doing. Just keep going, boy. You be all right. Nigga back there laughing like a mother. I know, because I'm the one back there laughing and like, y'all leave this nigga up to tripping, boy.
But I think I would have. I think I enjoyed it so much just simply because he sang it. Aww. It's like I would enjoy. You know how some people like you enjoy a handwritten card more than somebody just buying you a card. It just it's more meaningful. Yeah. Like
after a while, that's how I started thinking. I said, ain't nobody else paying. I said, this ain't for nobody else, so it don't matter what nobody else thinking.
No, because I'm up there like.
I'm up there making an ass out of myself. She encouraged me all the way through.
That's so good though. It's like she sees the best version of you.
Yeah.
That's good.
But then crazy part, I get after I did it, I remember every word of the song after that. That pissed me off so bad.
Because the nerves and like started to inside,
I get on the phone, I start be up there humming and shoe whopping a little bit. I know she be like, why didn't they do that when he's on stage?
Don't bother me none.
I had so much going. I was trying not to faint. I wasn't worried about the answer. I knew the answer was gonna be yes. Cause we had been talking about ever since he told me what to do. Ever since God told me what to do, I had been like asking like marriage questions. I like just like a whole month, 2 months straight. I've been asking questions. How'd you want to be proposed to if I proposed? What kind of wedding would you want? What you want a fall wedding? You want a spring wedding? Winter wedding? What you want? I'm asking all the kind of marriage questions. How you feel about this with marriage?
And that's not sparking up anything in my head because we have these conversations. Just like us going out, we constantly date. So I mean, it didn't spark up anything in my head. I'm just thinking, okay, whenever the time comes, you'll know the answer. Yeah, you'll know.
I mean, shout out to her mama too, because she kept a secret for about 2 months.
Girl, I said you knew because mind you, I was getting suspicious, and so me and my mom are like so close. Hi, mom. Me and my mother are so close. So I think when I was asking her, I said, is something going on that I don't like? But I don't think I necessarily knew if it was for me, maybe somebody else, and I just wasn't supposed to know. I don't know. But I was looking at her face. I was like, is she going to break a smile? Is she going to crack a smile? And so she never did. So I was like, okay. So
as soon as she asked her mom that question, her mom texted me and said, hey, you got to make up some type of lie. Because she gets suspicious.
Yeah.
She came here to see if I was going to she asked me a question to see if I was going to laugh to see what was going on, if I was lying or not.
Yeah.
So I texted her.
And I stood there for a good minute just to see if she was going. Yeah, I'm like, okay.
The next night after I left my own group rehearsal, I said, man, I'm kind of mad at Trey, man. She said, why? I said, man, he told me he's going to cut my songs from the set list because we ain't had no rehearsal Monday.
Andrew, don't cut my man song.
so now she don't. Now she really don't know what's going on. Because I was just in a situation where I really did get cut from something. From me playing from something, and it's like, dog, like, I ain't this. She's like, dang, it's happening. Like, I know in her mind, she's like, it's happening again.
Again, yeah.
But it wasn't. I had all that planned.
Because I was ready to go up Trey like, don't cut my man song. I didn't told my auntie. My auntie said, yeah, we gonna go up to Trey and we gonna tell him you better play. You better let him play. Baby, we was ready.
She ready to fight behind you.
We was ready.
That's the auntie that don't play.
That's the auntie that don't play, girl.
That's so cute. So what are y'all most looking forward to in this next chapter?
Growing, like building a life together.
I thought you were to say something else, but I'm gonna go ahead.
Building a life together, just growing together, really. Aww. Like just experiencing life. Like we do travel together. We, start traveling a little bit more.
Right. You want kids?
Yes, we do. Not now, but like, on down the line.
Hold off.
How many?
Let me say, I think we agreed at 4.
If my body can do it and financial, if we can do it, then yes.
So I look right at you like, how do you feel about this? 4 kids?
I don't mind because I'm the only child, so I really don't mind. That's, to be honest, that was the number that I gave myself anyway before I even met him. And when we got together, we started talking about that, of course, because you want to know, like, hey, this is what I want. And we both said the same number, so I don't mind.
It used to be 6 back in the day.
Mine used to be 6 too.
Because I always wanted a big family, because I come from a big family. Yeah. Even though it was only 3 of us growing up in a house together, but I got like 7 brothers and sisters. So in total, I've always wanted a big family to grow up in the house together. Especially because I used to watch the Cosby Show all the time, so I wanted like a Cosby Show kind of house. Yeah. And I just wanted a big family to be around. Or and I also said I want the chance like to start like a Jackson 5, or just six chances to make a star. No, somebody. It's 6 of y'all. Somebody got to do something.
Look, I don't mind.
Gotta be the one. It's in the 6. It's too much talent in my blood for one of all 6 of y'all to fail. Yeah. Somebody got to be good at something.
They gonna be good at something.
That is so exciting. This next chapter, building a life together. So, how do you plan to keep God like at the center of everything?
Continue to pray. Yeah, continue to pray. Like, it's been times where we probably were having our little disagreements, mind you. I don't even want to talk to you at this moment because I'm irritated with you. But he was like, this ain't nobody but the enemy, so let's pray. Of course, I can't knock that. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to let you lead. Okay. I'm going to listen. I'm going to obey.
A lot of couples that I grew up watching, like my grandparents, they were married 50-some years. My pastor and wife, they married 30-some years. Excuse me. Other couples I've been married, like almost every couple that I've always grew up watching were all now either 30 plus years together, 40 plus years together. Like there's one couple at my church, they celebrated this year 57 years of being married. So I'm just like,
I want that.
Yeah. Like that's just always the thing that I wanted. Like it's like, and everybody that I asked, how did y'all get there? They're like, man, we kept praying, kept God first. And you know, everybody that you know, now people know that we engaged. That's the first thing everybody says is, you know what I'm saying, you gotta keep God at the center of it because you can't do it on your own. That's the biggest thing that I've learned. Even from on my show where I've been doing Valentine's Day specials where I've been like, you know what I'm saying, just sitting down interviewing couples. The first thing the main thing I realized about them was marriage is not an easy thing. It is easy, but it's only easy if the person you with wants it to be easy. And you know what I'm saying, a lot of them, everybody like, you know, you gotta keep praying through it. You know what I'm saying? Us two both leaning on God because on some days where my faith ain't as strong as her faith is today. And some days her faith not as strong as my faith is today. And you gotta be able to figure out how to hold that up, hold her faith up, and she gotta be able to find a way to hold your faith up. Like we was reading our marriage counseling packet, and it's like in Ephesians, and it was given a very detailed instructions on how to be a married couple.
Wife and husband.
Yeah, wife and husband gave both specific jobs. Like God gave both people specific jobs on what to do. Wife submit to your husbands. Husbands submit, love your wives as God loved the church. Like those, like, you know what I'm saying? We read those parts, but if you keep reading on down to the end of that chapter, he's giving a detailed list of what you do, what she does. She does this, you do that. He does this, you make sure you do this. And he giving it all the way down. So with that, you know what I'm saying, you know, keeping God first, it is not like, oh yeah, you know, praying is good, that's enough. But that's not enough. Yeah. You know, so you gotta make sure y'all both reading, you know, together. I think that's one thing we gotta incorporate together is reading our Bible more together.
Yeah, because we read it separately.
Yeah, we read it separately. And we'll tell each other what we read about.
Yeah, but actually read it together. Which I feel like, yes, we can do that now, but we don't live together right now. But whenever we do, you know, we'll have that time. Because we live like 30, 40 minutes away right now at the moment. But we still can. I mean, we make time for any and everything else, so we still can.
Yeah. But that really learning what God says about y'all two doing, that's a very big thing to do. Because he's giving you extremely detailed things on to do. I think that's why some people's marriages fail for real. Other than them not being meant to be together. On top of that, you just did something because you wanted to do it. Yeah. But following those strict, detailed instructions will really help you.
And see, that's something like even older couples can kind of learn from because, I don't know, like it's crazy. Like couples will be older and still kind of struggling, like navigating that mindset. You know what I mean? And I like that you said, like, you ask God for confirmation because I think that's what the problem is. It's like, it's not that you're not keeping God at the center. This is just not the person God had for you, you know, and you're forcing it. But you got that confirmation, which is so good.
Yeah, I said on one episode for Les on my show, in a past relationship, you know what I'm saying, when we would pray together, every time I pray, you know what I'm saying, hell would break loose. And I like, I would just think, oh, you know, maybe I pray a little harder because, you know what I'm saying, this, you know, we getting attacked every time.
Spiritual warfare.
Yeah, you know, spiritual fight, man. We just got to keep fighting, man. And like, the guy was like, boy, don't you see what I'm setting this on fire on purpose. Get out of there.
And that's true, though, because people be like, oh, the devil is attacking me. That's like, no, God is trying to show you something. Like,
give the devil all the credit.
It's like, like, no. It's like Pastor Avon saying that. Like, I sometimes I wishing God would come like tap me on the shoulder. But it's me. I'm doing this. He's not doing this. He's sitting back because I told him to get back. I'm in my lighter. I'm setting this on fire, Jack. I want you out of here.
Oh, I'm so happy for y'all. That is so
Thank
good.
you.
And it's also good to have like a really good village and support system.
Yeah.
When did y'all meet each other's friends? How did that go?
Friends. Best friend. When did you meet my best friend? I don't remember how that went, actually.
You didn't meet Rob until we went to Houston.
No, I met him at your job when me and my best friend Michael, we had went, because he teaches. So this was last school year though, and we just came to a game, came to a football game, and that was very cordial. I mean, it was just hi, whatever. But she likes him, but of course because
you did beat Rob way before then.
Yeah, of course because me and her have been best friends since we were 5, since kindergarten. Wow. So she literally has seen. If she's done to this point and on future, she's seen everything, so she likes him. She really likes him.
That is so good.
Shout out to my homegirl Lexia, because she the one called it first. She called all this first. She like, yeah, but you gonna marry her? And I said, we just met each other. Hold on. It's like, nah, it's something different. You gonna marry her?
And I love his friend. I love his friend girls. They're so sweet.
Oh, they're
so sweet. And you know, sometimes people be like, well, no, man, they got a lot of girlfriend, friend girls. Like, that doesn't, because I know what kind of man he is. That doesn't, and they don't make me feel, and I'm secure, and they don't make me feel uncomfortable. They don't make me feel like there's anything else going on. Like,
those are I treat them just like boys. So
whatever. In a way, not like that, but like, you know, like they're actual friends.
She be telling me quit talking to them so rough sometimes. I'm like, they don't listen.
They have feelings.
They don't listen, so I gotta talk to them this way because they hard head.
Whatever.
They don't listen.
Look, y'all, if y'all looking, I be trying to vouch for y'all.
Shout out to the men that got female best friends. Because it is not an easy job to have.
Alexia will call us. We on a date. We like, why she ain't called it? It's like she be third wheeling with the phone. Like, why she ain't call us? Like, what's going on? She will call every time we on a date.
I'm surprised she ain't called today.
Literally,
that is so special.
She might be at work. That's why she ain't called today.
But yeah, it doesn't. Nothing like that bothers me. I don't mind.
Good. I'm so happy for y'all.
Thank you.
I started thinking about honeymoon ideas.
Yeah.
I know that's right. I know we asked this question earlier, but like, any more advice for people in relationships in general wanting like marriage as a goal? This has honestly helped me a lot, but like, just advice for people who are seeking marriage and like finding their person, finding their soulmate. Like,
I would say, and I'm saying this as well, coming from a younger woman point of view as well, do not, and I mean do not, make them red flags your favorite color. If your favorite color is pink, the red flag is still red. It is not pink. It's not neon pink. Like, don't ignore the red flags, but then, you know, wonder, why is this happening? He's going to show you exactly who he is, or she's going to show you exactly who she is, and be intentional. Don't make excuses. I mean, they are who they are, and that's just who they are.
It is, yeah.
I say understand the difference between being wanted and not being wanted. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The person that wants you will literally show you that they want you. Mm-hmm. They will literally do everything without you asking them to do. And, you know what I'm saying, it'll be a natural feeling. Mm-hmm. And then also, you know what I'm saying, make sure that y'all actually friends. Like, you actually like that person. I ain't gonna say friends, that you actually like that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before you sit there and get to saying, oh yeah, I think I love this person. Do you like them? Can you spend, like, you know what I'm saying? I can say the part about sustaining.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you, let's say, you know what I'm saying, y'all having sex or whatever, and that person decides to say, I want us to stop having sex to make sure this is what we really want. They have a big problem. Yeah. If they have a big problem with stopping, you know what I'm saying? You know, whether you say, all right, let's just stop for 90 days. If they have a problem with that, that's probably a big flag and a big red flag. Because that means, you know what I'm saying, they probably just y'all only have that one connection. Yeah, y'all only have that one lustful connection. Not saying that we did everything perfect, because we most definitely did not. It was not, you know, and when we did decide that for ourselves, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't no easy task starting off. I'm a good looking man. It's hard for her to keep her hands off of me.
Child, let me tell you.
I look good. It's hard for her to keep her hands off of me.
My. Child.
I like how you feeding into the jokes today. Normally you would most definitely be like,
no, I know you look good.
Nah, I'm talking about how I'm saying it though. Normally you be like, come on with the dad jokes.
Yeah, with the little dad jokes, but those jokes, I mean, because I could even say that. Yeah, this man looks so good.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, you know, make sure you got somebody that you actually, you know what I'm saying, could laugh with. Don't get you nobody that always frowning. They got a rain cloud over their head and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Get you somebody that actually fits who you are. You ain't got to get nobody that do all that shaking and faking, man. All that, what they call it, aesthetics. You get your aesthetic partner. Hell, you get your best friend do that. You know what I'm saying? Get you a business partner. You want to do all that, but get you somebody that's real about what you're doing. Quit trying to pretend to be all these Instagram and YouTube couples. You see the
Relationship
and Ken
goals.
wasn't real.
Yeah.
You see they wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? What's the big homie Brick and what's that girl name?
I don't know nothing about that, baby.
You know the people in Chicago. Man, we just watched their video.
That's me. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know names.
I really don't know nobody's name. I remember people you don't know nobody.
Big homie Brick. I don't know who that is. Like, I don't even know half these rappers out here. What are you talking about?
That's another thing. Get you a helpmate, man. Get somebody that can help you remember something.
I don't know nothing about that.
I can't quote movies with my woman.
Oh,
I can't quote TV show. I quoted a good movie today. Then nobody know what I was talking about.
Babe.
I quote a good classic black movie and don't
But
nobody
what was the year?
Man, I can't help it. Hell, I was born in the 90s.
Okay, Papa.
I get stuff from the 2000s. I can't quote Shark Tales every week.
Hey, I was being a kid. What are you talking about? I was playing with Barbies.
I don't know no Barbie quotes.
Okay, well, you know SpongeBob.
Man, you can't quote a SpongeBob.
I don't know who Big Homie Brick is. Shout out to Big Homie Brick. I don't know who that is.
Anyway, you don't throw me all off my. I asked you for help. You don't throw me all off my train of thought.
I don't know.
The whole point I was trying to say was the Instagram couples are not real. Yeah. Some of them are not real. Mm-hmm. Some of them are, they paying they together because it's paying the bills. Mm-hmm. Get somebody that's real about you. Somebody that respects you. Somebody that's genuine with you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that quote movies with you. You know,
and I'm not finna. You did you just try to throw a shot at me?
What I say?
Quote movies with you.
I said that.
You know what, y'all? This is the disagreements. This is the disagreements that we're talking about.
I said that.
I said that. I ain't with Nick.
Y'all are cute. Y'all
Thank
are so
you.
cute. Well, honestly, it's been about an hour.
Oh, you
Yeah.
Time
See,
flies.
this is how the date was.
I love that though. That is so good. And I truly do pray all of God's greatest blessings upon y'all's union. You're beautiful. Y'all's relationship is beautiful. And I'm just so excited for y'all's future.
Thank you.
Yes, please keep me in the loop. I'm going to be calling you for advice, girl. This is so good. But thank y'all so much for joining us today.
No problem.
Or joining
me. I was like, you the first podcast I don't came on where I actually got to sit down and talk for real. I did AD show, AD Bonner show, but he be on there playing music, so we really don't get a chance to get on there and talk for real. But this show, first show I got a chance to get on and talk.
Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm so glad y'all came. And this episode was like supposed to be for Valentine's the month of February.
Yeah.
I want it to be known that it's being shot in February, still Black History Month. But it's going to come out in March. But thank y'all so much again for joining me.
Thank you.
Yes.
No, I burped. I want everybody knowing that. Gosh. You know what?
My bad.
Thank y'all so much for tuning into Her Reality Check podcast. And stay tuned for more. We have some exciting things coming. Love y'all. Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.